Every year we see new carry pistols hit the shelves, and most of them fade into the background. But 2025? This year feels different. We're seeing companies step up with handguns that don't just check boxes. They're changing the way people think about concealed carry. Higher capacity and slimmer frames, optics cuts becoming standard, better triggers, better ergonomics, and a whole lot of reliability packed into smaller packages. It doesn't matter if you've been carrying for decades or you're picking out your very first CCW. The lineup we're about to walk through proves that the bar has officially been raised. And instead of rolling through these in the obvious order, we're gonna shake things up. Some of these pistols are new takes on classics, some are bold, fresh designs, and a couple are dark horses that might just surprise you. So grab your ear pro, and let's break down 9 handguns that are dominating 2025, in no particular order, but every single one of them worth a hard look. Number 9. Walther PDP Compact. The Walther PDP Compact doesn't always get the flashy attention of some polymer carry guns, but anyone who's actually put rounds through one knows this pistol is the real deal. Walther's trigger system is one of the best factory striker-fired triggers out there. Clean take-up, crisp break, and a short, positive reset that makes follow-up shots fast and natural. Capacity runs 15 rounds standard, putting it right in that sweet spot for concealed carry without giving up shootability. The ergonomics are pure Walther, aggressive texturing, interchangeable backstraps, and a grip angle that points naturally for almost every shooter who picks it up. If you've ever struggled to find a gun that just fits, the PDP Compact feels like it was designed for human hands, not just a spec sheet. Optics ready from the factory, the PDP Compact is basically begging for a red dot. Pair it with a modern micro red dot sight, and you've got a pistol that punches way above its size in terms of speed and precision. Recoil management is excellent too. The slide design and recoil system keep it soft shooting, even with hotter defensive loads. It's not the cheapest option in the lineup, but you're getting a serious blend of performance and refinement. Bottom line, the Walther PDP Compact is proof that ergonomics and trigger quality can turn a good pistol into a great one. Number 8. Springfield Armory 1911 DS Prodigy. The Prodigy is Springfield's answer to shooters who want classic 1911 controls but modern-day firepower. This isn't your granddad's single stack. It's a double-stack 9mm that ships with 17 and 20-round mags, giving you full-size duty capacity in a platform built for precision. The 5-inch bull barrel and crisp single-action trigger make every shot feel deliberate, predictable, and confidence-inspiring. And when you add in that bright green fiber optic front sight, staying on target between shots feels almost too easy. It begs you to run it fast, and it's got no problem keeping up. Springfield made it optics ready right out of the gate, which is a huge plus. Drop a quality red dot on top, and the Prodigy goes from impressive to downright dominant in both competition and defensive roles. Yes, the grip is a little chunky. That's the trade-off for stuffing in 20 rounds. But with the textured panels and checkered backstrap, it locks into your hand like a pistol that means business. And when you're sweating it out in a match or a long training day, that extra traction pays off. Bottom line, the DS Prodigy takes the timeless 1911 feel and supercharges it for the modern era. If you want that crisp 1911 trigger with magazine capacity that rivals polymer pistols, this is one you can't ignore. Number 7. Glock 43X MOS. The Glock 43X MOS has quickly become one of the most popular carry guns in America, and for good reason. It blends the slim profile of the single-stack Glock 43 with the capacity and control of a slightly larger frame, landing in that perfect middle ground for concealed carry. You're working with a 10-round magazine in the factory setup, but aftermarket shield mags bump that to 15 without changing the footprint. That means you're carrying G19 level capacity in a gun that disappears under a t-shirt. Add the MOS cut for micro red dots, and suddenly you've got a pistol that runs like a full-size when you need it, but carries like a subcompact when you don't. The grip texture is mild but functional, and for most shooters, it points naturally. Classic Glock ergonomics at work. Recoil is very manageable, especially for a slimline pistol, and the reliability is exactly what you expect from a Glock. It just runs. Plenty of carriers are calling the 43X MOS the new gold standard for EDC, especially in states where slim, concealable pistols are in high demand. Whether you're new to carrying or you've been running Glocks for decades, this one feels familiar but refined. Bottom line, the Glock 43X MOS proves you don't have to choose between concealability and capacity. It's the sweet spot pistol that delivers both. Number 6. Shadow Systems DR920L. Shadow Systems built their name on reimagining Glock-style pistols, and the DR920L might be their most complete package yet. With a 5.3-inch barrel, you get a longer sight radius and noticeably smoother recoil control, which makes a huge difference when you're running fast strings. The attention to detail is where this pistol shines. The grip has a pronounced beaver tail, fine stippling on the thumb rests, and sculpted lines around the trigger guard. All things Glock never bothered with, but shooters always wanted. The slide is cut deep with aggressive serrations and a port near the chamber, giving it both function and that sleek John Wick aesthetic. Factory sights are solid right out of the box, fiber optic up front with a plain black rear. They're fast, they're visible, and they're a big step above standard Glock plastic. Add in the optics ready cut, and you've got a pistol ready for a serious red dot setup. It also comes with a flared magwell and a rail for lights, so whether you're on the range, in competition, or setting it up as a bedside gun, it's fully geared for the job. Reliability is excellent too. It runs just like the Glock lineage it's built from, but with refinements that shooters notice the moment they pick it up. Bottom line, the DR920L gives you the performance of a custom pistol with the reliability of a duty gun. If you want Glock DNA with upgrades everywhere it counts, this one delivers. Number 5. SIG Sauer P365 XMacro TAC OPES. SIG took the wildly popular P365 platform and stretched it into something that plays in compact territory. And the XMacro TAC Ops is the crown jewel of that lineup. Don't let the slim frame fool you. This pistol packs a 17-round magazine, which puts it toe-to-toe with bigger guns like the Glock 19, all while staying easier to conceal. The grip module is longer and shaped to lock in comfortably, even for shooters with larger hands. Add in the extended magwell, and you get lightning-fast reloads without fumbling. The recoil system is tuned so well that for a small 9mm, it feels surprisingly flat. In speed drills, it stays on target like a gun a size up. The TAC Ops also comes optics ready, with a slide cut that makes dropping a micro red dot effortless. Pair it with a compact weapon light on the rail, and you've got a true all-day carry setup that transitions seamlessly into home defense duty. The trigger sits around 5.5 pounds, not match grade, but crisp enough for defensive work. Shooters report it's responsive, predictable, and easy to master under stress. Bottom line, the XMacro TAC Ops takes the concealability of the P365 and scales it up into a feature-packed compact. For many, it's the best balance of size, capacity, and shootability on the market right now. Number 4. HK VP9SK. Heckler and Koch built the VP9 series with a reputation for rock-solid reliability and one of the best striker-fired triggers in the game. The VP9SK takes that same DNA and shrinks it into a subcompact package built for concealed carry. Capacity runs 10 to 13 rounds depending on the magazine, which is right in line with today's CCW standards. What sets it apart is the feel. HK nailed the grip design with interchangeable backstraps and side panels, so you can fine-tune it until it feels like a custom fit. Even shooters with big mitts find the SK surprisingly comfortable for its size. The trigger is classic HK, light take-up, clean break, and a reset that's short and audible. For a defensive pistol, it inspires confidence. Pair that with the VP9SK's natural pointability, and you've got a pistol that rewards fast, accurate shooting under pressure. It's optics-ready in current production models, and the rail gives you space for a compact weapon light. Reliability has been stellar in field reports, with the VP9SK chewing through a variety of defensive and training ammo without hiccups. Bottom line, the HK VP9SK proves you don't have to compromise shootability just because you're carrying smaller. It's premium, dependable, and built for people who want their carry gun to feel as good as their full size. Number 3. Smith & Wesson M&P9 M2.0 Metal. Smith & Wesson couldn't stay out of the metal frame comeback, and the M&P9 M2.0 Metal shows why that move was worth it. The added weight gives this pistol a planted feel, less muzzle flip, smoother recoil, and a sense of stability you just don't get from polymer. It ships with 4 interchangeable backstraps, letting you dial in the grip until it feels like it was made for your hand. The texture is aggressive without being abrasive. And the forward and rear serrations make slide work easy, even under stress or with gloves on. The trigger is respectable, not flashy, but clean enough for defensive shooting. And the frame includes a 3-slot Picatinny rail that begs for a light or laser. Plus, the slide comes optics-ready, so mounting a red dot is straightforward. Capacity sits at 17 rounds, so you're right in Glock 17 territory, but with ergonomics that many shooters find more natural. It's not the prettiest pistol in the safe, but this gun wasn't built to win beauty contests. It was built to perform, and that's exactly what it does. Bottom line, the M&P9 Metal is a workhorse with refinements where they matter. If you want the solid feel of steel with the practicality of a modern striker-fired pistol, this one checks the boxes. Number 2. CZ-P10C. The CZ-P10C has earned its place in the concealed carry world as one of the most well-rounded polymer pistols on the market. Think of it as CZ's modern striker-fired answer to the Glock 19, similar size and capacity, but with a few refinements that set it apart. Capacity comes in at 15 rounds standard, giving you plenty of firepower in a compact frame. The ergonomics are pure CZ'd. That grip angle and contour just lock the pistol into your hand naturally. Most shooters who pick it up for the first time are surprised by how pointable and balanced it feels. The trigger is another highlight. Minimal take-up, a crisp break, and a short reset make it responsive under stress and ideal for defensive use. It's not a match trigger, but it's one of the better factory striker-fired setups out there. Recoil is mild, thanks to the low-bore axis and solid build quality. That makes follow-up shots fast and confidence-inspiring. The slide comes cut with forward serrations, and the overall fit and finish reflect CZ's attention to detail. Bottom line, the P10C is the kind of pistol that doesn't scream for attention, but once you put a few hundred rounds through it, you realize why it's become such a favorite. Dependable, accurate, and ergonomic. This is a carry gun you can bet your life on. Number 1. Glock 47 MOS. The Glock 47 MOS might not have the flash of some newer designs, but it's quietly becoming one of the most important pistols in Glock's lineup. Originally designed for duty use, it's now rolling into the civilian market and winning over shooters who want Glock's trademark simplicity with a modern twist. What makes it interesting is the modularity. The full-size slide runs on Glock 19 rails, which means you can swap slides and frames to build custom setups. Want a long slide 19? Easy. Want to keep it duty-sized? No problem. That flexibility has made the G47 one of the most adaptable guns Glock has ever put out. It comes optics-ready from the factory, with Glock's Gen 5 upgrades baked in. Ambidextrous slide stop, reversible mag release, finger groove-free grip, Glock marksman barrel, and the improved trigger system. Everything feels familiar, but just a little more refined. On the range, it shoots exactly how you'd expect from a Glock. Reliable, predictable, and straightforward. Capacity is 17 rounds, and with standard Glock mag compatibility, you can step up to extended mags with no issue. Bottom line, the Glock 47 MOS doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it proves why Glock's formula still works. Simple, reliable, modular, and optics-ready. It's the definition of a modern duty pistol that transitions perfectly into concealed carry or home defense. So there you have it. 9 pistols that are defining concealed carry in 2025. From classics refined like the Glock 47 MOS and Smith & Wesson M&P 9 metal, to modern carry legends like the SIG P365, XMacro TAC Ops, and Glock 43X MOS, all the way to premium options like the Walther PDP and HK VP9SK, each one proves the bar for CCW has never been higher. Some bring capacity and slimmer frames, some focus on ergonomics and triggers, and others double down on reliability you can stake your life on. No matter what your priorities are, this lineup shows there's a handgun built for you. Make sure you like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. Stay sharp.